Hey, do you have an A list of customers? You know, in sales, they talk about you need an A list, a B list, and a C list of your customers or potential customers. And so what I want to talk to you about is I remember reading something with Jack Welch at GE, and Jack would say, you know what, we want to take the bottom 20% every year and get rid of them. And we want to try to continually upgrade our type of customer and our type of employee that we have. And I want you to think about that too, because that's really where your business is. You know, it's an 80-20 rule, right? 80% of your business comes from 20% of your customers. So are you spending time really developing and nurturing those relationships with your A-list customers? You need to be thinking about things like, hey, if they're my A-list customer, am I taking them with me to Braves games? Am I going and doing stuff with them and their family? Are they doing stuff with me and my family? Am I making them part of my family? Do I buy them presents when I'm out of town on vacation and I think about them? Do I do things for those A-list customers that I don't do for anybody else? If you do that, that'll help you build a longer, deeper relationship with those A-list people. And then another thing that I came up with one day was, what about an A-list of prospects? Do you have a prospect list that says, man, these are people that if I could get these people doing business with me, they could change my life. They're such strong, good customers that I need to spend time and energy trying to develop a relationship with them. It may take me a month, it might take me a year, it might take me 10 or 20 years. I have people that I've worked on for 10 or 20 years trying to get their business, and eventually something happens, the old relationship dies, things change, and they come over and they become one of my top A-list customers. So think about who your current A-list is. Are you really nurturing those folks? Think about who your potential A-list customers need to be. Are you really staying with those people for the long term because they're that important? Then you have your B-list customers. Your B-list customers are people that'll send you business. Probably most of the time, you're probably their first pick when they have a customer, but they may have other people that they'll call too. But the B customers can kind of stay in there for a while, and your job is to say, how can I make this B customer a potential A customer? And so my thought process is, how can I help these B customers get better at what it is they do? Can I give them information? Can I help them grow their business to make them better so they'll send me more business? So I spend a lot of time trying to work with my B list customers and helping them grow their business. And then you've got a C list customer. The C-list customer is somebody that'll send you something. They're probably a pain in the you-know-what. When they do, they're only calling you because the other guy couldn't respond or couldn't do the deal. And so those people, you've got to try to figure out, how do I get rid of them? How do I give them to somebody else? Because those are the folks that right now I might need them at where my business is, but my job is to get rid of the C-list people. Just like Jack Welch said, we got to get rid of the bottom 20%. They're a pain in the butt. We can't make any money off of them. They don't really see your greatness and they don't really appreciate what you do. Those are the people you got to get rid of. If you can't let go, you can't grow. You got to start finding ways to get rid of your C list. You have to basically fire them. Sometimes they call and I say, look, dude, I just don't want to do business with you anymore. Man, you're talking about firing somebody up. When you tell them you don't want to do business with them, that really changes. Then they try to, oh man, well, I'm a good guy. I'll send you all my business. They usually don't, but it's fun to kind of fire people every now and then. I get excited about that because that means I've got enough A and Bs that I can fire this C and not really have to worry about them anymore. Think about, do I have this list of A-list people that are sending me 80% of my business, and am I really tuned into that? Am I really giving them the time and attention they deserve? Because they're giving me what I need to grow my business, and I need to really be focused on, am I calling them once a week? Am I calling them all the time when I'm working with them and their customers? Am I doing the things that keep them in the relationship because they know without a doubt that they are important to me? And I don't think a lot of us do that. We kind of take our A-list customers for granted, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that we are serving those A-list customers. You know, at the Ritz-Carlton, they have a motto that we're ladies and gentlemen serving ladies and gentlemen. And when I read that, that changed everything for me. So my job as a mortgage professional is to serve my real estate agents. And then when I want to buy something as a customer, their job as a real estate agent is to serve me as a customer. So if you are good at what you do, then you're serving people in your line of business, and you need to serve your A-list customers. If you do that, not only will that relationship stay intact, what you'll find is those A-list people will then refer you other A-list people, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in a situation that your A-list is talking about you amongst their friends and their other A-list type customers to tell people about you. So you got an A-list, a B-list, a C-list. You're working yourself out of the C-list. You're trying to grow your A-list, and your B-list, you're trying to encourage them, help them grow their business, because then they'll maybe potentially one day become A-list customers. So I hope that helps you, but make sure you got an A-list prospect list too. Hey, and don't forget, we've got a YouTube channel with all these great videos on it. If you know somebody that's in sales, or you know somebody that owns a business, they can go in there and look at some of these great ideas, a few big ideas that'll help you grow your business. If you know somebody that is in sales, or somebody that is a VP of sales or an owner of a company, and they're trying to grow their business and they need some help with ideas on ways to grow their business, don't forget that I'm available to come speak to them, and I would love to do that. I think that's my purpose, is to help other people grow their business.